Six is coming fast. And the question is, will you be ready or will you be reacting? Welcome to Training Days Tuesday on Unbreakable. Hey, welcome to Training Day Tuesday, everybody. Hey, look, I had a fabulous weekend, some things I'm going to be sharing, some lessons I've learned, some people I've collaborated with, and it is some things that you should be thinking about doing in December as well. How are you going to be preparing for the upcoming year in 2026? Are you going to wait to 2026 before you start your New Year's resolutions and all of that, or are you going to really get to work and start preparing in December so that you can come out the gate strong, so that you can come out the gate with a plan, so that you can already come out the gate in 2026 with strong momentum going forward? And so today we're going to get right into some work. Coaching point number one: define your target before you even take a shot. Most people don't create a vision. Most people don't have a vision plan. I see 1,000 business owners. I see business owners daily. I see people daily not have a vision plan for what it is that they're trying to do, what it is that they're trying to work on, what it is they're trying to accomplish. They have the ideal in their head. They kind of know what they want to do. But when storms come, when distractions come, when life starts lifing, you lose focus on the direction. And that really delays your progress and it delays your plan. And so with the vision, it really starts with the clarity, and you can't hit what you can't see. So it's always better to start with a plan on paper, have it posted somewhere that you can see that boy daily, on your door, on your bathroom door, in your car, on the front door, on your closet door, on the mirror. Have it posted so that you can see it daily. And so I wanted to be able to do some things today, kind of just do a working Tuesday. Since it's Training Day Tuesday, I want to kind of work on some things. So this is what we're going to do today. Okay. We have an exercise that we're going to do. We're going to do it together. I'm going to do it as well. I have my paper and pad with me. And when you're creating a vision, you are going to really, let's just do something real simple, real easy. It's going to take 30 seconds. You want to identify your top 3 outcomes you want to have in 2026. One personal goal, one professional goal, and one financial goal. That's 3 things. Now, my coach has us write down 101 goals at the beginning of every year. And we work on them 101 goals. We might not get all 101, but you know what? Sometimes we get 50 done. Sometimes we get 60 done. Sometimes we get 40 done. Sometimes we get 35 done. And so the goals that we're going to identify, you're going to do one personal, one professional, and one financial. 3 goals just to write down that you want to have on 2026. If you did nothing else, what 3 goals would you want to have accomplished? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a timer on 30 seconds. It's going to be right here, and write those 3 goals down. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to share my goals, just because in December, it's about preparing so that you launch strong when it comes down to January the 1st. You already out the gate rolling. So 30 seconds, one personal goal, one professional goal, and one financial goal. You ready? Here we go. All right, all right. That was 30. That was 30 seconds. That was pretty quick. You see how hard it can be to focus on three goals. Now, some people will be able to do it real easy, and some people will be thinking like, now what do I want to accomplish? You're probably not moving as fast as you could because you don't or haven't really created or focused on the goals that you should be focusing on or that you could be. So just so you know, I kind of did the exercise myself and I have mine down. So one of my personal goals that I wanted to accomplish was I wanted to get down to next year. I'm going to get down to 195 pounds. I'm probably about 205 right now, but I want to get down to 195. There's a few reasons why I don't think 205 is bad. I mean, you can still see somewhat of a four pack. But I need to get down to 195 for insurance purposes. They want you to be at 195 in order for you to be able to get the premium package. And I want to be able to have the premium package so that I can leave some things when I pass. When I go on home, I want to be able to leave some wealth for my children. I want to be able to make sure when I do go, I can leave something behind to take care of other people. So that was one of my goals. And then professionally, I wanted to land three corporate training contracts to just be able to go in and train and do team development in 2026. And then on the financial level, my products, some of them, I want them to be able to generate 10K a month. And that's with the products already set up, already in a funnel, already made, already has a payment system and together. And that's what really having the vision is about, so that you can kind of reverse engineer what you're trying to do and how you want to try to get there. And so you want to be able to do that. And then just really get specific about what they look like. What does it sound like? What would it feel like? And just write it down and then revisit it every week to see what you need to do in order to be able to put those systems into place. And just remember that vague goals is going to give you vague results, and you want to be precise about it so that your precision will create your progress. And coaching point number 2, you want to be able to build a path, not just pictures. Visions usually without a strategy is kind of like having a vision board, and that's all it is just a vision board. And it's because we haven't sat down to try to put together strategies and see what that looks like. You know, what is your weekly goals? What is your quarterly milestones? How are you going to measure what it is that you're trying to be able to accomplish? And then identify some skills that you have to be able to upgrade in order to be able to get there. One of the skill sets that I have to upgrade is I have to get better at learning how to do funnels, sales funnels, and be a little bit more like, okay, so I need to know I need to market. Okay, when I talk to people, where do they go? Is the process real easy? Can they go here to look at this product? If they click this, then are they able to make an easy purchase? If they wait, is there any type of follow-up? And these are systems that you put in place in order to be able to do that. There are some credentials that I want to be able to get, some certifications I want to be able to get, some different information from a knowledge standpoint as a coach. I get coached, and my coaches always tell me continuously upgrade your skill set. Always work on sharpening, being the best. And so there's some certifications I want to add to it, just so that I know how to perform in my own business, my own company, and my own training and development. And then just being able to kind of create uh, some rituals, not necessarily resolutions, but some things that kind of turns your daily actions into goals and habits, like making sure that at the end of the day, you write down things that you want to do the next day, not the next day come in and write them down, but the night before. And then before you go to bed, another ritual that I've been working on creating, and I'm not consistent with it, but in 2026, I want to be consistent with it. I want to be able to go before I go to bed. I want to be able to take 15 minutes to meditate and think about solutions or problems, and be able to get in my prayer closet and say, Lord, uh, what do I need to focus on? How do I answer this problem? And then hopefully I'm open to be able to have a dream or to hear a solution, or when I wake up in the morning, I'm focused on resolution from problems that I had that I need to fix, or that I need to get answers to, or that I need to solve. And so, we want to be able to make those dreams become real moments that we can map out into steps, because if you can't map it out, if you don't know what you're doing, it's going to take even longer. And you just have to remember, sometimes being in the moment and grinding and having steps makes process easier. When you don't have steps, it makes process longer, and it can kind of be very exhausting on top of that. And then let me jump into coaching point number 3. Create an accountability environment. Visions grows much faster with structure, support, and honest feedback. I'm glad for the partnerships that I have. I got my girl Kasha B. I got my girl Deb Davis. I got Sean Fair. I have a few more people. I got Dr. Stacia. I got Pastor, and they all give me feedback, and I know what I need to focus on. And some of my partners, we have working days together where we actually will sit on Zoom, and we will work for accountability in terms of being able to produce and create products, or to be able to knock out solutions, or to be able to work on our CRM systems, or to be able to work on marketing plans. Because sometimes when you get together with a group of people that's going in the same way, and I don't mean like a big group of people, like friends and stuff, my accountability partners, they are working, they are business people too. They're trying to grow their companies. They get coaching. I get coaching. We all coach together. I coach some of my clients. We all work on growing, and just coming together really helps to create momentum. And then they will give you honest feedback. They'll tell you if your stuff look raggedy or not. and it's funny, but it'll make you work, because you don't want to put bad stuff out, but you want honest feedback about what it is that you're doing. And when you have that honest feedback, it really creates an environment to be able to grow. So choose 2 or 3 people that can check your progress without sugarcoating stuff. And so I'm glad I have that, because they'll tell me, hey, Coach Bowles, hey, Kevin, that don't look elegant. Why you got all these words? Why can't you make it simpler? And even my wife, when she give me feedback, she's like, what is it you trying to say? Because I don't understand this at all. And sometimes I get really frustrated at that process, because I'm like, it's real clear to me, but it doesn't matter if it's clear to me if other people don't understand it, and I'm trying to help other people. So I have to continuously work on my skill set as an expert, just like everyone else does, in order to be the best. And that is definitely what we are striving for. And so remember to review your vision monthly, make adjustments, refine, have refueling moments, and just remember greatness it's not an accidental thing, it's an accountable thing. Who have you surrounded yourself with in order to be accountable? Because there's so much that we can do, especially in this time. Being alone, okay, it's great, but you're going to definitely need to have some great friends. But I think effectively partnershiping, having an effective partner is even greater. And so start preparing in December for 2026 as you get ready to go forward, because success isn't going to start January the 1st. It starts in December. It starts now. It starts today. Hey, remember, it's not what you do before or after the storm that makes you unbreakable or determines whether you stay broken. That's exactly what it does, is what you do before and after the storm. That's what determines whether you stay broken or become unbreakable.